Today's hashtag for us, I'm going to have to go back and check what it is. My memory's
It's Oddie,
terrible.
it's where.
There you go, Oddie, where? So where would you like to go, Xander? Maybe that you haven't been yet.
Norway.
Oh, really?
No, I'm just saying that because I would have watched him. Although I would actually quite like to go to Norway. I've been to Sweden. Oh,
Okay.
have you not been? Like, it's already fun.
Everyone's
gone to Norway.
Yeah.
No, I haven't been to Norway, but I have been to Sweden. I was quite obsessed with Sweden when I was a teenager.
Why?
I don't know.
That's
For
a
some
weird
reason, I was
place to be
very, very
obsessed
into
with.
Sweden.
Okay.
And, you know, because that was the MSN messenger, like, age. You know,
Yeah.
the internet messaging age.
Uh-huh.
You know, so, like, I used to chat with a lot of people from Sweden.
Just randomly.
And then I
okay.
ended up actually going to meet them when I went to university.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
And where
couple
did
of
you go in
people.
Sweden then?
Stockholm.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Live up to expectations?
It was pretty nice.
Is it expensive like Norway is?
Can't actually remember now,
No.
to be honest.
See,
Is Norway expensive?
Yeah, that's the one like lingering memory I still have of Norway. Like crazy expensive. Like the
no.
the fast food chain, the very famous one. Even there, it was about, I'd say, at least 1.7, 1.8 times more expensive than the UK. Yeah,
Oh,
which
wow.
is not cheap
No
as
pound
well.
save a menu there.
No,
Pound
not at
80
all.
menu.
Yeah, maybe. And I remember being broke after like 4 days of being there. Yeah, but it was fantastic. Apart from that, apart from the cost, it was great. Anyway, so that's where for Xander. Well, where do you really want to go then?
I would probably return to. It sounds like I came from there, but I would return down to like south of France, top of Italy, kind of the whole like that coastal road, like Nice and Monaco and stuff. Had a really nice time there, like a few years ago.
Did you do that kind of road trip?
Yeah,
along
like
there?
we hired a scooter, like a little,
wow.
like a 125, and like just drove up and down. I got a speeding ticket.
Oh no!
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I was also
Worth
doing that
it.
road years ago, not in a scooter, in a car, and I got pulled over for disobeying traffic rules along that route as well. It was in Monaco actually, where I got pulled over.
I didn't even know there was a speed limit there. So I was like, I got like a letter from the rental company, and they're like, yeah, you got caught, you got to pay this money. I was like,
oh no.
Really?
Or is that their way of making money?
Oh, maybe,
They're just like, yeah, you got a ticket, pay us some more money.
Right.
You'd never know, would you?
You'd never know.
That is a beautiful route, actually. On to today's topic, Alex. What's the theme?
Well, finally, we returned to food.
Am I allowed to call you Alex? Your name is Alexander after all,
it
right?
is, but you may as well call me Xander.
Xander,
It's a differentiation.
yes. Xander, there we go.
We're back to food.
Yay, my favourite.
Yes, and obviously one of the most popular types of food that people love to try is street food, because it is available most of the day, especially at night.
On the streets, yes.
And on the street. So, you know, you don't have to like go anywhere too specific to find it. Like, it's pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's very cheap.
Yes.
And it's very filling and very delicious. So we've got a few in front of us. But I did hear you talk about England and Avenue.
England
and Avenue street food.
Oh yeah, no, I was talking about English street food, and I was saying, like, what was I saying? That maybe you can get the burgers and the hot dogs after the clubs, and chestnuts when I was younger, but I don't think that's a thing. So you're going to now fill us in on what you can actually get.
This is a cultural difference. We should have a button for cultural difference every time there's cultural difference. Press a button. Well, if you think about it, Christmas markets.
Okay.
You got to think about it in that context, because if you think about like Mid Hongdae and Myeongdong, right? These are places where people are there all the time.
Sure.
And in England, we don't really go out
all the time
out at night in those kind of areas unless it's like a Christmas market.
Sure.
Obviously, like inner cities like London and stuff, city centres have a lot of stuff, right?
Yeah.
But the I guess the time that you'll get the most people out and about, like buying things like that, would be like a Christmas market.
That's true.
So I went to Bath Christmas market last year, like the end of last year.
Oh, really? You went back to the UK?
Yeah, because it's my birthday.
Okay.
So, but yeah, like burgers and stuff, like sausages and chips and stuff, mulled wine, all that kind of stuff. I guess that could be considered our kind of street food, because it's the only thing where people actually like cook it on the street.
That's true. I've heard food trucks are getting a bit bigger now in London and places like that. And that's kind of street foody.
Ice cream trucks.
Oh, those from back in the day.
Definitely street food, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, when they would pull up outside your door and play their tunes.
I loved it.
That's one thing you don't see too often in Korea, if at all, right? Ice cream trucks.
Nah, they just drive around going, Setaki. They're picking up their rubbish and stuff, but they could sell ice cream.
Yeah, as well,
they
on
should.
the side.
They
yeah,
should.
as well as pick up your used electronics and whatnot.
Exactly.
Okay, so there is street food in the UK, but I've got to say, overwhelmingly, I prefer Korean street food like 20 billion times.
Yeah, I guess so. There is a lot of variety.
Yeah.
And it varies from place to place. So this is one thing we do actually recommend people to do.
Yeah.
Is if you like having street food in Seoul, for example, go to Busan.
Yeah.
You get different types.
Yeah, absolutely.
Different strengths, different spices.
And I think each market as well, and each like street foodie area has their own legendary places where one thing can be particularly good. Actually, what we might start with today.
I love this one.
I had a legendary version of this in Sokcho. So on the East Coast, in the market there, they have a seed version where it's sprinkled with seeds on top, where I waited 30 minutes for one of these.
Why? Was that a queue?
Yeah, that was a queue. Yeah, it didn't just take 30 minutes to cook one. That would be terribly inefficient.
They're quite quick at making them, so like,
yeah. It was amazing though.
Well, for people who don't know, it's a hot dog.
We're not saying hot dog there.
Hot dog.
Yeah, hot dog.
Hot dog, I guess.
Hot dog, right? Hot dog. I get that confused as well. Hot dog.
Which is classified as a pancake. But I mean, I guess
it kind of looks like a pancake, I suppose.
It's a thick one. Mm-hmm. It's not a crepe.
No.
It's like a thick pancake. And usually they've got seeds in them, and you put honey and sugar. They're very sweet and they're absolutely delicious.
Cinnamony as well. So these are pancakes that are filled, right?
These are my winter go-to.
Really? Oh, yeah, they do taste good when they're steaming hot, unlike this lukewarm one that's came out of the microwave about 10 minutes ago. But it's still going to be delicious.
It's going to be great. It's absolutely amazing.
If you look at the filling in there, right? Yes. It is so good and cinnamony and sugary, and there's a few little seeds here and there, and it's made a dough that's going to drip. I can see onto your finger right now, Xander.
Well, there's the plate. It's sweet rice, Bernie, but like, I mean, because like we don't really get a lot of pastry things like in Korea, unless you go to one of the chains.
Yeah, that's true.
So.
It's good.
It could be like, I mean, it's not a Chelsea bun, but like, it's not a Chelsea with icing or anything, but like, I guess we just...
Yes, so this is super chewy as well.
I should probably do that too.
Yeah.
I'll just grab this little quarter so I'm not eating everything. I'm sure the writers want to eat some as well.
Yeah. So it's got the nuts in the middle as well, a few little nuts. And this is usually like steaming hot to the point where you have to be careful biting into it.
Because all the liquid inside gets really, it's like lava.
Yeah.
We had one in Busan which was different as well. I think very similar to what you said that you had in Sokcho, like covered in a type of seeds
and stuff. Yeah, like sesame, sunflower seeds, and all that. And it's
like literally covered in seeds. So
yeah, it's good even though it's not fresh. Like we will admit, we had to buy the street food last night, so it's not super fresh. We did it again in the microwave, but it still tastes good. Not as crispy as it can be.
No, because they fry them on a hot plate. Fry them on a hot plate.
Yeah,
they do. Yeah, it's really cool. Because they're making them and they shove the filling in and then they just make I guess is it fried or is it deep frying?
It's kind of shallow fried, so it's not quite a deep one, but it's not just frying like a pancake. It's in between.
It's like kind of a little bit of both.
And this is great because as a gift to people who visit Korea, because my friends actually fell in love with this when they came, you can buy the ready-made packs in the supermarket and cook it at home. Have you ever tried to cook it at home?
No.
Not that difficult, really.
I've seen... Are you talking about those little mini ones that come in like a pack of 5? Or are you talking about something else?
You mix it together.
Oh,
like mix the powder.
Like an actual making kit. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so it's not ready-made, is it? It's just all the ingredients in the pack for you.
That's nice. I like that idea.
And you just put it in the pan. And we do it sometimes with my kids. Yeah. Anyone want this one?
Anyone want one? Come leave a comment on the video and maybe we'll send them a kit.
Yes.
Maybe not.
Yeah. Oh,
can't guarantee that.
We could do that. We have been saying like for weeks we're going to send our listeners.
Do a giveaway.
Yeah. I think we have given away the socks and stuff, but not much since. So we'll try and maybe do a kit.
No, I'm joking.
They're really, really delicious.
They're great. That's one of my favourite street foods because I love sweet things.
Yeah, me too. And in the winter, like you said, Xander, it's perfect because it's freezing cold outside.
Yes.
The other thing that you'll often see with these is the little cardboard for you to hold it. Have you seen it? And you just like fold it around the bottom.
You must be going to fancy ones. They just give me a paper cup.
Yeah. Oh, you do get them in the paper cups.
It's
weird
a cup and
it's
like,
well,
it's bent now. Like, But it kind of helps you get in your mouth and it stops the dripping. So
yeah, so it is practical, if not very aesthetically pleasing. So we've got 4 other snacks to get through. A couple of kind of hot doggy things.
Quotes.
Yes. Weird.
Anyone in England who would be like, that's not a hot dog.
That's true, yeah. I had a proper English hot dog yesterday, actually.
Where?
At home. My mum made it for me with hot dog
your mum's
buns.
Still here?
Yes, indeed. Here for another month, Xander.
Should bring her in.
And then she does want to come. Maybe
we'll do Q&A with your mum.
She would hate these snacks. She hates street food. She thinks it's all got lurgies in it. She's like, don't eat anything that's cooked in a van.
Oh, no.
We've also got something sandwichy. And this little monstrosity, well, you may think it's beautiful as well. And you'll find out what that that is in parts 2 and 3. We're going to play some music now. Block B, this is Nalina. We're back for part 2 of Hot Off the Shelf. Xander's in the studio and we're doing street food today. Got a few messages from Aaron saying you guys are making us hungry. Yogale saying, this has got nothing to do with our segment. Hashtag where I don't travel a lot, but I've been to Denmark 4 years ago. That's not too far from Norway, is it? Across the
little
sea.
Bit south.
Yeah, there you go.
Or is it? Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Denmark is that one that sticks out. Yeah, upwards, isn't it? And then Aaron says, you remind me of the Blue Man Group and also of NSYNC. Why NSYNC? Did NSYNC have blue hair?
This hair in NSYNC?
Maybe Timberlake back in the day, who knows? And Yogale also says, hello, Xander. There you
go.
There is a greeting for you mixed in there somewhere. Emma from the US sent us a message saying, Idaho is famous for its potatoes, but where I lived, it's a mining area. The northern part is mostly mining and ski resorts, while the southern part is famous for potatoes and other produce. Couldn't you go mining for potatoes? Don't they grow in the ground anyway?
They do grow in the ground, yeah. You got to dig them up.
Basically mining, yeah.
It's basically mining for potatoes. Yes. We got a message from Rosalind.
From last week. She came and met you, didn't she?
Was that last week? Was it the week before?
It was only last week.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Time flies.
Time going really slow for me, I guess. Xander, street food. Why didn't you have that last week? Sorry, we were specifically told we couldn't eat food in front of you.
You had a brilliant massage, so why are you complaining, Ross? You wanted to take that home, you said.
Too much food. It's the same complaint with our videos. We always do food. I tried fresh hot dog and OMG, so good.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the massage tools is exactly what I needed. Annie and I are still searching for your favourite head massager. We looked high and low and haven't found it yet. Fingers crossed. Only a couple of days left. It'll be online. You can purchase it internationally.
Online 100%. But I've got to admit, Xander, that I've been looking for that. We went to a shopping centre on the weekend.
Really?
And,
can't find it?
No, we couldn't find it in all the normal places, like the I don't know how to say this without saying it. The So Die place. If you mix up those characters, the everyday everything
pound
place.
Shop.
Yeah, Korea's pound shop. Basically, you're right. I couldn't find it in there. The place we ended up actually finding it was those kind of, I think they're based on a Scandinavian store, which is also like the pound shop with all the cool, funky little things. One of them is named after a fierce cat called a tiger. There's that store here. Have you not been there?
It's elaborate.
Yes.
Elaborate descriptions are great.
The brand name.
I love it.
But yeah, we found it in there. It was 1,600 won. It was so cheap and it's so good.
I think it's only a bit now, isn't it?
So Roz, go there and you'll find it 100%, right?
Find that treasure map of an explanation.
We also got one here from Macho Jam in Korea saying, every Monday when I listen to Xander and Peter's food trying segment, I have this feeling that this is one of the most steamy radio programs I've ever heard. I would love to hear more of your experiences of having a proper English hot dog. Yes, there we go. Happy Monday, everyone. Is that from someone you know, perhaps?
I don't know anyone who calls himself Macho Jam.
Macho Jam. It's a great name.
But that is very funny. That is a very amazing kind.
Thank you for the message.
Good thing that they're all private there.
Yes.
Aaron from the USA. Street foods here in the USA are generally basic. Hot dogs, pizza, American-style tacos, and the worldwide Great American Burger. Take offence to that. I think burgers are everywhere. But one street food that caught my eye was fish tacos that they serve in northern USA.
Ooh.
I tried some, and I went to Wisconsin a few years ago. It was so good. Highly recommend it for anyone visiting the USA.
Have you had fish tacos?
I did. I had a fish taco for the first time, on a video a few weeks ago. We went to one of the Mexican fusion restaurants.
Yeah.
And I always get carnitas, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, why not we try the fish taco? So it was amazing. It actually tastes like fish and chips, but in a taco.
In a taco. I've heard they're amazing.
It was absolutely incredible.
I've really gotten onto the shrimp tacos. They're my favourite at the moment. But I want to try a fish one because a few of my kyopo friends from the US, they said they're amazing back there.
Imagine
as well.
just like cod, but in little bite-sized forms. But
in batter?
Yeah, in batter, inside a taco.
That's amazing, yeah.
Yes, it was fantastic. I was like, I actually just took the fish out and just ate it.
Just like fish and chips,
back
it
home.
was
great. I was like, yes, finally.
I would love to try that as well.
It's fantastic.
Got a few more messages that we'll save for part 3 as well. Tell us about your street foods in your country too. We got to get through a few of these though, Xander. Which dish do you want to start with? We've got dish A and dish B, we'll call
I think
them.
we should eat the ones that were meant to be hot and now they're not. anymore.
Yes.
So let's start with this.
Okay.
Wow.
So the
amazing.
What are we going to call them? Because you're right. People in the UK would scoff if we said hot dog, right?
Well, I guess the only equivalent term, would be a corn dog. Which again, we still don't understand because we don't have them either.
No.
So imagine a hot dog covered in some kind of batter and then deep fried.
Yes, on a stick.
On a stick.
Yeah. It is, I think, known as a corn dog in the US, isn't it?
It is definitely known as a corn dog.
Yeah.
But again, I just thought that was really strange when I heard it.
I think it is because originally the batter had corn in it, I believe. I believe there is some kind of origin. Or maybe it is because it's like corn on the cob where you stick a stick in it and you eat it. I don't know.
Who knows?
But in Korea, it is called a hot dog.
It is a hot dog, so don't get confused.
Yeah, you will be confused. We're trying to tell you now.
I mean, when you look at it, you'll be like, oh. And then I guess traditionally, you're going to put ketchup on it.
We've got traditional Korean ketchup as well. This is what I used to buy when I first came here and I didn't have much money because it's a bit cheaper. It tastes a bit more like tomato puree, like I think. A bit more concentrated than the tomato ketchup in the West. I don't know.
It's not going to be sun-dried tomato
quality,
though, is it?
It's not. In the interest of hygiene, I will cut off a bit for me at the end.
Okay.
And then you can munch on the rest.
You don't want a ketchup on it.
No, I'm going to have ketchup as well. There we go. Do you want a bit?
I'll have that bit down there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, there
a
we go.
little bite-sized chunk. If I just scrape that away with my finger, just so you can see the inside.
There you go, yeah. Look at this. You're never going to get this on any other shows, are you?
This imagery right here is amazing.
Just ketchup
all
over your
you
fingers.
can see how the hot dog's really, really small.
Yeah.
And then the batter is huge, or the bread part is really big.
Yeah.
Only this outside part really gets fried.
Yeah, and that's the crunchy part, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the crunchy part, and then this inside bit is kind of like bready.
Yeah, it's kind of like, I way prefer the crunchy bit. Like, I wish they didn't have so much bread in there. Yeah,
I wish the sausage was just way bigger.
Yeah, this is true. You need a bigger
You look
ratio.
at me like that's going to be a massive sausage, and inside is like a small one.
No, just one of those regular little hot dogs.
Yeah.
Actually, it's mostly stick, isn't it? That's in the
So
middle.
you got a big stick.
Lovely.
There,
Okay, so let's give this a try. Ow. It's still actually quite warm.
Oh, good job.
Lovely.
Oh, look, it's sweet.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's not salt on there, it's sugar.
No, I love it sweet. I've gotten used to that. Have you still not on board with the sweet bread?
Well, we just mixed ketchup with sugar, guys. I know ketchup has sugar in it, but still, it's kind of like,
adding another layer
it's
of
nearly
sugar.
sherbet level. It's getting close to sherbet level sweet,
Like
but with
candy.
But with like the tanginess of the ketchup and then the very greasy sausage and batter part.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is a guilty pleasure for me. Like, I like this. Yeah. When you go to the Hugesos and I'm not feeling too healthy, like I can just let myself go, I will get one of these. They're like, what, 3,001 or something like that.
Something like that.
And they got them all stacked up as well. They might fry it for you again if you're lucky.
Yeah.
And then add some sugar on top. And yeah, I like these corn dogs. I know we can't get them in the UK. I don't think even these days they sell them in the supermarkets. But here, you can get the frozen versions for home.
Oh, no.
Have you not? Seriously?
No.
Xander, no.
No.
Try it. So all you need to do is microwave it as well. You don't even deep fry it.
Oh, great.
And it doesn't taste that bad.
It still tastes fried.
No, it's not the crispy one like this. It's the one that's just like a plain smooth outside.
Got it.
And then you put it in the microwave for like, I think, 45 seconds and it's done. Well, it's not a great lunch to have.
Do you put your own sugar on?
No, I just put some ketchup on, but it tastes decent. I'm happy with that. What is this?
Well, I was thinking it was sausage meat, but I don't think it is anymore. No. I think we've been lied to. It's one of them hot bars.
Oh,
as
like
in
fish cake.
Fish cake again. So this is the excellence of Korean imitation meat. If this is fish, blow me away, sir.
Seriously, okay.
Because we did a taste test of these and we were calling them sausages.
Seriously,
because that's what we thought they were. Because because you can buy these things in the Pyeongchang as well.
Yes.
In any convenience store.
Yeah.
And they're always there with the sausages and stuff.
And you can put them in the microwave or something like that, right?
30 seconds, done, you know. Very, very good. And they come in various flavours and spiciness levels.
I thought this was a sausage
I thought it was sausage too, but on here it says fish.
I know we were trying to get the fish cake, and
maybe we don't have a fish.
Wasn't this our first one that we did together? Was the lunchbox?
Yeah,
that had what we thought was the ham, but that was also the fish sausage.
Yeah.
So maybe that's this kind of. Again, you can.
If
dip
it is,
they've
done a fantastic job of covering up, because this does not even taste anything of fish at all. Absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that tastes like a sausage, like 100%.
I reckon it's a sausage.
Really?
I reckon it's a sausage. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, I reckon.
We'll find out. Because if that is a fish cake, that's the best sausage imitation I've ever tasted in my life. Mm-hmm. Tastes 100% like a sausage. All right, we'll see if the script is wrong, and then we'll tell you in part 3 if that was a fish cake. But they will have fish cakes on sticks like this as well.
Yes.
Known as the hot bar, right?
Yeah, but
hot
usually
bar.
they're like yellow and bigger.
Yeah,
and they're
like
like a different
flatter.
shape. Yeah, exactly.
Like a
So that's why I
rectangle.
think this is a sausage.
It could be. All right, we'll be back after some kind. This is Piona or Bloom.
I like this song.
It's coming up right now. Or are we going to sing it ourselves? The song, Piona, Bloom. That was Guyan's Piona or Bloom, one of Xander's all-time favourites, apparently.
I actually do love it. That was in the golden age of K-pop.
No, I do.
That was when K-pop was good. Sorry, triggering everybody who's listening.
BTS Army are going to be after you, Xander.
I didn't say BTS wasn't good. I'm just saying when the rest of K-pop was very good.
Yeah, I also prefer second-generation K-pop. I'm wondering, though, is it our age? You know, if we were youngsters
We've
now...
got good taste in music, innit? Not that mumble rap.
That's what all the older generations always say, isn't it? Think of your parents.
Back
They're like,
in my
what's
day.
this rubbish you're listening to? Yeah. Got a load of messages to read out. Starting off on Facebook, we got Amy J saying, yes, it's confirmed. The hot dog is, the corn dog, sorry, is the hot dog in cornbread batter. That's why it's the corn dog.
Thank you, Amy.
So it makes sense, absolutely. And Yogale saying, I wish I could taste what you guys are eating too. I'm so hungry. It looks so good. Yeah, it is. It's a guilty pleasure. And that sausage that I was going to show our listeners the remains of,
I'll regurgitate it real quick.
It was a sausage. It was not the fish cake. Because it tasted too sausagey.
Frank bar.
Yeah, I think after Frankfurter, Frank Bar.
Yeah.
And the reason I think they call them hot bars usually is it does look like a bar kind of shape. Like
it does.
A big bar of soap or something.
Oh, God, no. You've
Much
just
more
ruined
delicious.
it. You've ruined it for us.
Yeah, don't go and eat that now. You're going to have those terrible images.
I have 2 messages from Siska.
Nice.
So I'm going to combine them in time order. Morning, Xander. Happy Monday. Love your hair color. Thank you. want one like that, but I want to bleach my hair till so white. Be careful, it hurts and it will burn your scalp, and you'll have flaky scalp like I have currently.
Oh, really? Does it hurt?
It's a chemical burn.
But is it meant to burn to your scalp? Are they not meant to prevent that?
You can't.
I guess you can't.
You can't do anything.
There, right?
It burns you. So, yeah.
Okay.
I got scabs all over my head.
Nice.
I was at a hang gang. Yes, I was. You left around 6:30. I got there at 7:30. Oh, what a shame. Why do you have food again while I'm not there? Again, that's what, it's just the writers. That's what they made it a point.
We try and do 1 week food and 1 week not, and it just so happens you're unlucky last week, Siska. Sorry.
She would love to come to the studio if we have food, and we have so many street foods. I don't know if Xander still remember one, but come here again and I will feed you some.
You've been to Indonesia, right?
I was in Bali.
Oh, in Bali.
But they kept us in kind of a hotel, so
not
we didn't
too much
really
street food.
We didn't really even get to leave.
Oh,
really? I met Shana, though.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
It's really funny. So the one time I left the hotel, we were walking around some beach.
Yeah.
And then Shana was there from 4 Minute, if no one understands.
Did you say hello?
Yeah, I got pictures with her.
That's amazing. Is she nice?
Yeah, I mean, she didn't even say anything, which is kind of
really?
She didn't even say any words.
She just
we were just like,
nodded.
"Oh, can we take a picture?" And she's like, "Yeah."
Really?
And then her videographer filmed us.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it? Something from Emma in the US says, all the food is making me hungry. I agree that American street food is pretty basic. State and county fairs, along with 4th of July celebrations, can be good places to find other street foods. Funnel cakes and French fries are easy to... What is a funnel cake? I've heard that word before.
Cake?
Yeah.
Is it a cake made in a funnel?
I don't know. Is that like a roll, maybe like a Swiss roll with something inside?
Amy will know.
Yeah,
Amy will definitely
know. Let us
know.
When I was a little kid, we went to Minnesota State Fair and lived there the first half of my life. All I can remember is amazing choc chip cookies fresh out the oven. Oh, fresh out the oven cookies. Nothing beats that, where it's still kind of melting and gooey. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, not a lot of people in Korea don't, do they? Yeah.
Yeah,
all
luxury,
right.
Good. I got one message from Annie, if I can just jump in real quick.
Yes.
Annie from Singapore. Good morning, Peter and Xander. I like hot dog. I just had it at Dongdaemun Traditional Market, or Dongmun. Is it Dongmun?
I think you're in Jeju-do Island, so maybe there is a Dongmun Traditional Market there. Was it good, Annie, there? I wonder. Because In Yin from Malaysia was also posted up about hot dogs. Seems to be the favourite item here. Went searching high and low around supermarkets in Seoul for the premix and bought 3 boxes. Not as good as freshly made ones, but still satisfies my craving. That's good enough then. Seiko88 also says, I'm so hungry right now. Love street food, but don't eat it it as much as when I was younger. Here in Guatemala, we have tostadas, which are toasted corn tortillas spread with tomato sauce, guacamole, beans, and dobladas are a savory turnover filled with beef or cabbage, cheese, or chicharrones, and then fried. I don't know what that is.
Chicharrones.
Sounds good, though, doesn't it?
That sounds amazing.
These two are my favourites. I do love a bit of like Mexican, kind of that region's food in the tacos and everything. Oh, absolutely delicious. 2 more things to get through.
All right. Should we save the worst to last, or do you want to go wet?
Let's go for the wet one last, because I want to see your expression in full glory at the end. Amy said, this looks like knotted bread.
Well, that's close to that.
Yeah, it is a pastry, isn't it?
Reminds me of a hair.
Of like, plaited hair.
Like plaited hair. It's like, so I might get
I hope it doesn't taste like hair. I've never eaten hair and thought, oh, that was good. No. So hopefully it doesn't taste like this. So this is kind of like a
churro.
A donut kind of twisted up, isn't it?
Straight in the mouth. Now talking. There we go. It's literally, that's what it is.
It's a bit oily, I must admit. Yeah.
Yes. They're over oily, I always say.
No, but it's really good. Again, you're not doing this for your health.
Why is this less sweet than the hot dog? The hot dog has more sugar on it than this.
Seriously.
This should be the most rude thing.
You're right, that should be the sweetest, but it's not that sweet compared to what we've eaten earlier, isn't it?
The oil is just squeezing out into my mouth.
So Aaron is saying, wow, you put on sugar onto corn dogs. Yes, so obviously that's not a thing in America, I'm guessing. It can make other sweetbread taste less sweet, but I usually like this. But this one is a little bit oily.
It's fantastically oily. It was like a sponge. Just squeezed all the oil out of my mouth.
Yeah, I reckon if I squeezed it hard enough, it would drip. But this is like another example of the street food, like the donuts, kind of Korea's donuts, I suppose.
Yeah.
And I don't know why
like we mentioned, churros went through a huge phase. Like, at least they're out of phase now. They're out of the coolness, right? Because always before it was like churros are not a big kind of like. They come in shapes sometimes, like rings and stuff.
And you can get them dipped in chocolate sauce.
Yeah.
I think you're right. It's past its peak of popularity, because in Korea, those snacks really go through fashion trends almost. Do you remember when it was the waffles that were big, the kind of Belgian waffles? There was that one waffle chain that got huge, and now it's disappeared. You can't find it anywhere.
It must be so sad for business owners. Like, this is going to be last. This is the one that's going to last. This one, finally. No.
This last one, Xander is not keen on, so we're going to make him eat it.
While you're cutting it out.
Yeah, what is it?
Okay, it's a bun, a bit of bread. It's a bread roll. It's a bread roll filled with a weird concoction of vegetables. It's called a yache bun, I think.
Yeah, a vegetable bun, but I can see ham in it for sure.
Okay, so there's one piece of ham. So I guess this is more reminiscent of them sandwiches that they make, or those toasted sandwiches they make. And I use that kind of, not loosely, but like they like to put vegetables and stuff.
Yes.
And when I talk about, you wouldn't really imagine putting sweet corn and this kind of stuff in a sandwich, and cabbage in a sandwich.
Yeah.
Cabbage.
With a weird salady sauce and cucumber.
I can smell it. Yeah, so it's got that sauce on it as well.
Yeah. There's kind of mayonnaise-y.
Cabbage. Yeah. Cabbage, sweet corn.
Yeah.
It looks like there may even be a bit of gherkin in there.
Yes, there is some gherkin. You're right. I've seen it there.
Like, what are they doing? What have they done?
And they will eat this vegetable bread quite often. And our writer said this is her favourite, actually, of these. So let's give it a try,
That's why I'm never going for dinner with her. Don't trust her. Where is the... There it is. Oh, God.
Yeah.
It's wet.
It's wet. Aaron is really confused on Facebook, saying, what are you talking about, a wet sandwich? You're right, it is actually wet because of the sauce. The outside is also deep fried as well. I think that's done before the contents are put into the sandwich. Yeah, so it's like with
kind of a donut consistency outside, but on the inside it's just cold and wet. And it's got carrot in it. Carrot and cabbage and sweet corn and gherkins.
It's like coleslaw sandwich.
Coleslaw sandwich. There we go, thank you.
It's a coleslaw
sandwich. Yeah. There you go. I like coleslaw.
I don't like this sandwich, actually.
Yeah, right. I don't like this either. And the thing is, if you order like pedal sandwiches, sometimes they just fill it
with
all of this stuff. You're like, I'll have a ham and cheese sandwich.
Yeah.
And then literally you get this like half a bun and it's stuffed with that, and it's a one piece of ham, one piece of cheese. You're like, no.
That's not what I was thinking of at all. Aaron says, that actually sounds so tasty. I think you're joking. Thanks so much for showing us all these amazing foods. Amy says, the roll cakes, the funnel cakes, are cake batter put through a funnel into hot grease. Wow. So is that like a donut then, I suppose? Cake batter into hot grease. You enjoying that, Xander? No. Not at all.
No. Gherkins, no?
I don't know what kind of person would like that, apart from a writer. I think in Korea it is fairly popular, though, the vegetable bread.
This is what it is as a flavour of sandwiches in general.
Yeah, you're right. Like sandwiches here.
That would be an interesting episode. Hint writers.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Yeah.
Because they have like fruit sandwiches here.
Really?
Have you had the grape sandwiches?
No.
And the melon sandwiches?
No, that's serious?
Yeah.
What, in just bread or toasted bread?
No, it's plain bread and it's stuffed with cream, but like they're not the good cream. Like so, bad sen cream, cheap sen cream, and then half cut grapes.
Oh, okay. Looking forward to that episode
desserts,
as well.
But that like
in a sandwich.
Terrible.
Xander, thank you for doing that, for eating what you don't like as well on the show. We're going to see you again next Monday.
You will indeed.
Have a lovely week.
Have a great weekend. A great weekend. Have a great week, everybody.
And a weekend at the end of it, right? Here's some icons. Love scenario. Saragurheta.